There's something happening in your life right now, quietly, secretly, every single day, and it's slowly destroying your money. And the craziest part? You don't see it. You don't feel it. You don't even suspect it. It's invisible. And because it's invisible, it controls you. Most people think they're struggling with money because they don't earn enough, or because life is expensive, or because everything just gets harder every year. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is way simpler and way more dangerous. It's the silent mistake, the tiny habit, the unconscious pattern, the automatic behavior that slowly drains your bank account while you tell yourself everything is fine. It's the moment you swipe your card without thinking. The "it's only $5" purchase. The random treat you reward yourself with because you had a long day. The little decisions that don't hurt until they do. This mistake is so small you don't even consider it a mistake. But over time, it builds, it stacks, it multiplies, and suddenly you're wondering why you can never save, why you're always stressed, why money disappears the moment it arrives. So today, I'm going to expose this silent mistake and show you exactly how to destroy it, even if you're only 8 years old. No complicated math, no financial jargon, no expert talk. Just plain, simple truth that anyone can understand. Because once you see the silent mistake, you can't unsee it. And once you understand it, you'll never lose control of your money again. Let's start by acknowledging something nobody tells you growing up. Money doesn't disappear by accident. It disappears because you're not paying attention, not because you're irresponsible, not because you're bad with money, but because nobody taught you how to stop the invisible leak. You were taught how to earn money. You were taught how to spend money, but nobody taught you how to see money. And that's the problem. When you can't see your money clearly, every dollar feels the same. Your brain treats all of it like one big soup of numbers, so you spend without feeling the impact. And because you don't feel the impact, you repeat the mistake the next day, and the next, and the next. This is the silent mistake. Spending without seeing, living on autopilot. Now imagine your money is like a bucket. You pour water into the bucket every time you get paid, but there's a tiny hole at the bottom. Not big. Not dramatic, just small enough that you don't notice. What happens? At first, nothing. The bucket looks full, then a little less full. Then suddenly you're out of water, even though you swear you just filled it. Your bucket doesn't stay empty because you're lazy or irresponsible. It stays empty because you never saw the hole. That hole is your silent mistake, your unconscious spending, your autopilot behavior. But here's the truth that's going to flip your whole financial life upside down. It's not the big purchases destroying your money, it's the invisible ones. And once you understand that, you can finally fix it. Now, the next step is the most important one. You need to turn the lights on, because nobody can fix what they can't see. Once you shine light on your money, everything changes. Your brain finally understands what's going on, and when your brain understands, your behavior follows automatically. So let's turn that light on. The first thing you need to know is this. Money behaves based on the environment you put it in. If you dump everything in one single bank account, if you mix rent money with food money, with fun money, with emergency money, if you let every dollar sit together in one messy pile, guess what? Your brain sees chaos. Chaos becomes confusion. Confusion becomes overspending. And overspending kills your financial stability. But if you organize your money, if you separate it, if you give every dollar a job and a purpose, then your brain finally sees clarity, and clarity becomes control, and control becomes peace. The problem has never been how much you make, it's how you manage what you already have. And this brings us to the breakthrough moment, the concept that transforms anyone's financial life at any age. You need to give your money names. That's it. That's the magic. That's the cure for the silent mistake. You don't need to be a financial expert. You don't need a spreadsheet. You don't need complicated budgeting apps. You just need names. Let me explain. Imagine you have 3 jars. 1 jar for today, One jar for tomorrow, one jar for emergencies. That's it. Jar 1. Today, bills, food, transportation, normal life stuff. Jar 2. Tomorrow, savings and investments that build your future. Jar 3. Protection, your safety net for unexpected problems. If you mix the 3 jars, you lose all 3. If you separate them, you multiply all 3. Because suddenly every dollar has meaning. If you spend $20 on dessert, you're not spending 20. You're taking from the today jar. Your brain feels the impact, and once it feels, it learns. Kids understand this instantly. Adults complicate everything, but kids get it. If a kid has a piggy bank and you remove a bunch of coins, they see it, they feel it. But adults dump every dollar into one invisible digital bucket inside a banking app, then wonder why nothing makes sense. Your brain needs separation. It needs visuals. It needs clarity. When you give your money names, the silent mistake dies instantly, because now you see the whole, you feel the difference, you think twice before letting money slip away. And here's the best part. You don't need to earn more to start winning. You just need to organize. That's the secret wealthy people learned early, not because they're better, but because someone taught them how the system works. And now you know too. People think saving money means suffering, going without joy, cutting everything fun. Wrong. Saving isn't about suffering. Saving is about stopping the waste. It's about eliminating the mindless spending. You don't even enjoy the spending you can't remember the next day. Not the experiences you value, not the things that give you happiness or meaning. When your money is divided into jars, you don't feel guilty for enjoying life. You feel in control. And that's what you've been missing. Because your whole life, money felt like a storm, coming fast, going fast. No stability, no direction. Just running and reacting. But once you divide, name, and organize, the storm calms. You finally breathe. You finally think clearly. You finally choose your future instead of surviving the present. And here's the turning point, the climax of this whole lesson. It was never your fault. Nobody taught you this. You weren't given the right tools. You weren't shown the real game. But now you're seeing it. The silent mistake wasn't you. The silent mistake was the system you were put in. But now you have the map. You know the hole in the bucket. You know how to fix it. And once you fix it, everything changes. Money stops slipping away. Opportunities appear. Security grows. And the future stops being something you fear and becomes something you build. So take a moment right now and imagine, how would your life look today if for the last 5 years you had used the 3-jar system? How much stress would you have avoided? How much peace would you have gained? How much further would you be? You can't rewrite the past, but you can change your next 5 years starting today. So here's my challenge to you. Try this system for just 30 days. Don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. Just divide your money into 3 jars. Give each jar a name. Spend with awareness. And then come back and tell me how much your life changed. So right now, scroll down and comment, "I'm starting today." Let me see who's serious about changing their financial life. And if this opened your eyes, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. I'm going to show you how to turn these jars into a powerful system that can change your entire future. Your money doesn't need to die silently. It just needs direction. And that direction starts right now.